Wednesday, June 11th, took us to the first race at Churchill Downs, where power washed maiden filly was coming off a very long layoff, and my breeding stats indicated it was a good percentage play that she would fire her best shot. Well, not in this particular case. She broke well out of the gate, and that was about the best thing that happened. And she ended up finishing seventh at 8.59 to 1. The winner, Cowgirl Chic, was first time starter, and the breeding information was kind of poor on that one. See, so uh, low percentage plays do win, and high percentage plays lose often. It's a tough game, but I provided my selections for the entire card of Churchill, and before we recap that, we'll go to the bankroll and take the $5 loss on Power Washed. And the wager is always 1.5% of what's in the bankroll, and when we cash a ticket, 7% of the profit goes into the piggy bank in the far right column. So, looking at the Churchill card, and the picks were for free, as they always will be on my website, there for you to have and make use of. After race one, it was a great day for my selections. As you see, race two, my top pick scratched and cashed me up. Ended up my top pick and won, paying $3.34. Race three, my second choice, Smell the Lilies, won, paying $6.22. The 6-3 exacta was $16 for a buck. Race four, my top pick, Burning Hot, won, paid $13.62. That double was $26, and that pick three was $39.80 for 50 cents. In race five, my third choice long ago, one paid $14.30. The 1-7 exacta paid $37 for a buck. The daily double was a penny shy of $40, and the 50-cent pick three was $140.31. And the early pick four was $2.59 and change. Race six, my top pick won, Passage East, paying $3.96. Had the exact cold, which paid $20 and change. That pick three was $62.50. In race seven, my second choice, Bye Miles, won, paid $22.26. That pick three was $123.30. In race eight, my third choice won, paying $16.10, and that pick three paid $51.95. And finally, in race nine, my top pick, Keen Cat, won, paid $6.04, had the exact colds for $7.88. And the pick five was $3,096.37 for a 50-cent bet. The pick six was $8,700 for a 20-cent base wager. If you played all my picks, it's a $64 ticket. That's not how I fly. I inherited my father's frugalness. I always try and make a good score out of just a few bucks. But in this case, I cashed the late pick three, which is $159, and I spent $9 covering all my selections in the last three races. So um, on we go to Thursday, and back at Aqueduct. Boy, it seems like forever since been racing at Aqueduct, and I have to say, I'm not particularly thrilled with the card. Um, we'll see how that plays itself out. You never know when things will fall your way or when just have a terrible day. And I was wondering what I was going to pick for my YouTube recommendation, And it really kind of finally came to me in race 8, the final race on the card, which is a 6 furlong on the turf for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up. Optional claimer, $50,000. And my selection will be number 3, Antiola, 4-year-old filly. Had 11 races with just a maiden win and 2 seconds. And on turf, that's where her maiden win came from. 6 tries on turf. She actually won her first try on turf. Broke her maiden at Saratoga, going 5.5 furlongs by pressing the early pace and getting up to win by a neck. Now, today she's making a third start off a long layoff since November. And in her last 2 races has finished dead last in a field of 12 and a field of 10. Both races were on turf. The first one off the layoff was at 6 furlongs, and she showed good, sharp early speed um, and faded badly in the stretch to finish last. And the comment says she was bumped at the break. So even though she got bumped at the break, she was pressing the pace for the first few furlongs. And then came back 23 days later, went to mile and a 16th on the Aqueduct turf, and laid about three to 5 lengths off the early pace, and once again tired badly in the stretch. Today drops out of the allowance company, which he ran in the last 2 times, and goes in this optional claimer and is going for a $50,000 price claiming tag, and gets Kendrick Carmouche back in the saddle, and he rode her for her only win. And Kendrick is very good on horses that like to get to the early lead, and that's what I think, or what I'm hoping will happen, is that Kendrick can get this filly to the early lead, and making her third start off the long layoff will fire her best shot and hopefully just run them off their feet. And looking at the sire stats for Aunt Iola, the 3-horse, Run Happy is her sire. 34 turf winners over the last 3 years. It's not a great turf sire. He gets his dirt to turf ratio is 11. 6% of those 34 winners have come at 6 furlongs, and the average is 4%, so a little bit above average there. 38% have come with the purses greater than $50,000, and the layoff figure of 118, or a little bit above average for getting winners on 23 to 36 days rest, and she is going on 26 days rest today. Going to the broodmare sire stats. Broodmare sire Speightstown, 122 turf winners over the most recent 3 years. 6% at the distance, 46% in the purse category, and exactly average for getting winners on 23 to 36 days rest. I would say when sprinting on turf, the non-firm turf statistic doesn't mean as much as when they have longer turf races. So, whether the turf is firm, good, soft, yielding, it doesn't seem to matter too much for my non-firm turf percentage. It's far better to look at the individual horse and how they performed sprinting on the turf under different turf conditions. So just wanted to make that note. The trainer, Horatio DePaz, 44 turf winners over the last 3 years, and 23% at the 6 furlong distance. That's a big percentage. and 75% when the person graded $50,000, and the layoff figure of 127, or 27% above average for getting those turf winners on 23 to 36 days rest. So we shall see how Kendrick Carmouche can do with Yola, and make it a great day. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.